Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing another reaction video to a book haul. So this time around it's going to be to a September book haul from 2013, so 6 years ago now. It's crazy, absolutely cray. So long ago, and I know that there's going to be some books in here that I still haven't read because this is a big haul. It even says 40 plus books, so it's going to be mental, but I'm ready. I'm really excited. I really like filming these videos, and you guys seem to like watching my reaction to them, and people love reaction videos anyway. So yeah, we'll be watching it together. The video will be up here, and I also have a tally at the bottom from read to unread as well. If I've read it, I'll give you a thumbs up. If I haven't read it, I'll give you a thumbs down. If I'm not sure, then I just won't react whatsoever. And I will, in the editing process, research it like from my Goodreads and so on and so forth. And it will just appear on the tally. So let's watch it together in 3, 2, 1, play. I'm not going to go into a lot of what these books are about because I don't want it to be a really long video, so I'm just going to show you them and say a little bit about them. The first book I'm going to show you is Mercy by Rebecca Lim. I actually have read this book before, but like a couple of years ago. This is a book that is about angels. I don't really remember the story of this one, so when I saw this in the works for really cheap, I thought I'm going to get that to jog my memory and to also have my own copy. This is the first book that is in the series as well, so I might purchase the other books after I read that one. And then I've got Etiquette Espionage, and this is by Gail Carriger. I have seen this book around, but I'm not sure what I'm going to think about this book because it's not the sort of storyline that I'm into, but it's about a school that is all about etiquette, and this girl has to go there because she needs to become more ladylike or something like that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to think about it, but hopefully I do like that one. Then I was really excited to find this one, and that is Walking Disaster by Jamie Maguire. And I do own Beautiful Disaster. I know I haven't read it. I know a lot of you want me to reread that because I know you say, yeah, you will like that book. But now that I've got this, it's no excuse to not read that one. Poison Heart by S.B. Hayes. I actually have not seen this book before, but I really love the cover to that. Isn't that a really gorgeous cover? That is the first thing that drew my attention to it. I don't really care what the story is about, I just love that cover. And then these next two books were only £1. I can honestly not believe that. And that's these books. I have The Ask and the Answer and Monsters and Men, and these are books 2 and 3 in the Knife of Never Letting Go series by Patrick Ness. And I do own the Knife of Never Letting Go, and now I have the complete set. So I'm looking forward to starting this series at some point in my life. Dead Beautiful by Yvonne Wood, and it's a really sort of eerie / beautiful cover. Like, she is really beautiful there, stood there, but it's really green, like it's green of envy, and the storyline actually sounds really good about this one, so I'm super excited about this. Then we got the first two books in the Touch series, and this is by Laurie Faria Stolars. Lovely name there, darling. And I have Deadly Little Secret and Deadly Little Lies. These are really awesome covers, and I have heard about this series, but it's not like a big sort of series, but it does sound really good, so I'm looking forward to beginning these two. Then I've got Fall of Night, which is the latest book in the Morgan Moore Vampire series. I know I haven't read this series yet, but I have heard really good things about it, and a lot of people have been telling me to read that series, so I thought, while seeing this in the works for really cheap, I might get that and start reading the series pretty soon, because it is a series about vampires and I love vampires. And then I got The Lost Prince by Julie Kagawa. This is a book that's in the Iron Face series, and I now got to complete my Iron Face set, which are all here. So glad that I have all of those now. Then I got Sweet Shadows by Tara Lynn Childs, and this is actually the second book after Sweet Venom, which is shown there. And this book actually sounds really good because it's like based on like Greek mythology, and I love things about Greeks, and it just does sound really, really good. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, but I have to get Sweet Venom first before reading this one. And then I got the other 3 books that are in the Ugly series by Scott Westerfeld for really, really cheap, and that is Extras, Specials and Pretties. So I'm now happy that I have the complete set of this, and I have had mixed thoughts about this series, but I am looking forwards to it all the same. Then I got the Scorch Trials, and this is by James Dashner. I do own the Maze Runner, but I don't own the other books, but I managed to find this for just £1 in the workshop, so I'm going to hopefully collect the rest of them pretty soon to begin that series. Then I got Incubus, and this is by Carol Goodman. This book sounds really, really good, and I thoroughly love the cover to this book. Hunting Lila by Sarah Alderson. And this book does sound really, really good, and it sounds like a really great YA sort of thriller read. And then I got High Society and Perfect Scoundrels, which are obviously in the High Society series by Ali Carter, and I have heard really, really good things about this series, but I managed to find these for really, really cheap, and I'm looking forward to beginning this series soon. Then I got a classic which will surprise a lot of you, or probably all of you, and that is Tess of the D'Urbervilles. And I do have other classics that match this sort of book, and I think I really love this sort of version of the classic. It's really, really good, but this classic actually sounds really, really good, and I will most probably read this at some point to enjoy and indulge it because it does sound awesome. Then we got the Book of Blood and Shadow, and I love the cover to this book. It's really, really good, but this book, like, after reading the synopsis, I'm just like, what the hell is going to happen with this book? So much is going on. Then I got The Temptation, and this is by Elisa Valdez, who knows, but I love the cover to this book. This book sounds so, so good, and I'm just looking forward to reading this. I might actually read this pretty soon because it just sounds like a book that I know I'm going to love. Then I got Arcadia Awakens, and this is by Kai Maya. I absolutely love the cover to this book. I love that cat there. Oh my gosh. It just looks so, so good. I love the cover. It just is so, so beautiful. So who cares what the story is about when it's all about the cover in it. Then I got Sister Missing by Sophie Mackenzie. I do own the first book, which is Girl Missing. I haven't read it yet, but I have read a book by Sophie Mackenzie before, and it was really, really good. So I managed to get this from a sale on eBay for really, really cheaps in hardcover as well. So super proud that I got that. Then I got If I Should Die by Amy Plum. The works did not have the second book. I'm so annoyed they didn't have the second book. Otherwise I will probably begin this series pretty soon because I really want to read this series soon. But this is the third book. But nonetheless, this book was really, really cheap from the works, so I'm super proud that I managed to get this for only a couple of quid. The Ghosting of Gods by Cricket Baker. This book actually sounds really good. It's a really dark, sort of haunting cover there, and I'm looking so much to this book. Once, which is an Eve novel, and this is by Anna Carey. I need to get the book Eve, but now that I have this, because I managed to get this for really, really cheap, I might just get Eve so I can begin this, because this actually does sound really, really good and something that I know I would enjoy. Then I got Ink Exchange, and this is by Melissa Marr, and I have actually read this book before. I've read like the first 3 books in this series, but that was so many years ago when they first came out, so I might just purchase the series again. I know I've heard really mixed things about this series, but I did actually kind of like it because it's all about fairies and stuff, and it was actually kind of good, so I might just get the first book again and begin reading this series at some point. And I was so super happy that I managed to get this great deal from a seller on eBay, but I now own all the books that are in this series, which is the Strange Angels series, and this is by Lily St. Crow. I have the book Strange Angels, then I've got Jealousy, Betrayals, Defiance and Reckoning. Those are the books there. Super, super happy that I have those, and I got them for a really, really great price. These next 3 are actually arcs that I got, and the first one is Severed Heads, Broken Hearts, and this is by Robin Schneider. And this book actually sounds really, really good. It's those sort of book that I would really, really enjoy. It does sound good, and it sounds like it's going to be a really beautifully written sort of book. And then I got Linked by Imogen Howson. This also sounds really good, full of mystery, a really great sort of YA thriller book. And then I got Rule, and this is by Jane Prownova, and this book is a new adult novel, and it sounds really, really great. Lastly, I'm going to move on to my review copies. The first one I'm going to show you is this one, and that is The Skull in the Wood by Sandra Greaves. And this book does sound really, really good. Not sure what I'm going to think about it. It says here, in Old Scratch Wood, cousins Matt and Tilda find a buried skull, and from that moment black things begin to happen. Birds and animals go bad, and there's talk of the return of an ancient curse. From Macmillan, I managed to get Mystic, which is a Soul Seekers book, which is book number 3. I do own the second book, Echo, which I do need to read, but now I have this book, I really, really want to continue with that series because I do really love Alison Noel's other series, the Evermore series. And I got Tidal by Amanda Hocking from Macmillan as well, which is in the Wake series, and I absolutely loved Wake so much, and I need to continue on with that series now. And then I got Elegy as well, which is also in the series. And the final review copy I'm going to show you is Teardrop by Lauren Kate. This book is one of my most anticipated reads for this year. The cover, let alone, is absolutely gorgeous. It does sound really, really good as well, and I have read Lauren Kate's other books, the Portland series, so I hope that I'm going to really, really enjoy this book. So thank you so much to all of the publishers for sending me your review copies. As always, I am eternally grateful. So there you have it, that is the end of this massive book haul. Oh my god, guys, I just counted because I was jotting them down in my book of the unread ones as I was going through, and there's like 37. Oh my god, if I'm counting that right, but still, that's really bad. But it's brought up some books that I still am interested to read, and so that's really good. Like, for example, I would really like to read the Ugly series by Scott Westerveld. There's the Morgan the Vampire series I'd love to read. I'd love to read the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness, and Walking Disaster, Jane Maguire. I would also like to read The Temptation. Yeah, you get the gist. Basically, there's still books in there that I really want to read, but there's books that I would have to reread first in order to read them. So it was a long one this time. That was a big book haul, but I'm glad that I watched it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and let me know down below in the comments if you've read any of these books I mentioned in today's video. Also let me know what books you've had on your TBR for a while that you need to get around to reading. What books have you recently hauled, what books are you currently reading, and all that sort of thing, and we can talk about it in the comments. If you'd like to follow me elsewhere, all of my social media links will be linked down below in the description. And if you're new to my channel, if you'd like to see more of my videos, please feel free to click on the subscribe button. It would honestly make my day. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching my videos as always. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!